Every January, the world tells us to be something more productive, more healthy, more in shape. But what if that narrative is the very reason we need more rest in January? January doesn't have to be about hustle, burnout, or forcing yourself into a new version of success that doesn't fit anymore. In this video, I'm starting a quiet rebellion against hustle culture and inviting you into a more intentional, creative, and sustainable way of living. My name is Jen, and I'm the author and creator of the Treehouse Principle. I share a different approach to growth, rooted in the Treehouse Principle, where we move from crisis to creation, regulate the nervous system, reconnect with imagination, and build a future that actually feels good to live in. As you'll notice, I start my mornings with a lot of light. And yes, we had our tree up a little bit longer in January than normal. I think it was January 12th that I decided it was time for it to come down, but only because I was ready. I wanted the light for a little longer. Our cat Willow loves her quiet mornings as well. She watches her kitty TV while I have my coffee. It's really, truly the perfect way to start a day. I love watching her. In the evenings, I will watch The Price is Right while I prepare dinner. It's a little bit of a nostalgic thing for me, a little Gen X. And yes, I love food. You'll see a lot more videos where I am preparing meals, but this one is one of my regular rotation meals, and it's salmon and sweet potato, and the salmon has some garlic, honey, and soy sauce. I got this candle just before Christmas, and I love to light it, especially right now while the nights are dark still, and I keep a little light, like my garland. Yep, it's still up. It's just nice to light a candle throughout the house. And I really enjoy the light that it brings in when we're having some darker evenings. Although I know the light is starting to return to our days, and that really helps. It snowed a lot this month, and we did have a January thaw, maybe the first week of January, which helped a little bit. It didn't melt everything, but it was nice to have some warmer temperatures in amongst the cold days and a little less snow for a time. That's when Willow started to get outside a bit more. She's a very particular kitty. She really likes her warmer temperatures as well. She does like to get out and explore a bit. So before the snow started to really fall in the next couple of weeks into January, she'd get out once in a while. You can always tell when it's too cold for her because she makes this sort of sniffing and coughing sound. We'll have to include one of those videos for you, but it is quite entertaining. She still seems to think that it's my fault that I've changed the temperature somehow. I love watching her observe nature and smelling all the smells. It's really quite lovely to observe the world through her eyes. Definitely something that helps get through the winter blahs is getting out into nature. It's been quite lovely to get out when the weather is conducive. It's not too cold or too snowy. Otherwise, you kind of go a little bit crazy. There's so much that I've observed this winter about the beauty. We live along the shores of the Ottawa River, and I'm always amazed every single time I look out and I see all these different views depending on the weather that day. Sometimes there'll be days you can't even see across. literally from one day to the next. And yes, we have our Christmas tree down finally. Yeah. It was raining yesterday. One of the things that I've gotten into this first couple weeks of January is this amazing coffee table book, which is just stunning. It's beautiful. So this is a YouTuber that Brad and I have actually been following for a couple months now, I guess. And her name is Cecilia. And she talks all about life on Svalbard, which is one of the northernmost inhabited towns in the world. It's actually above Norway and above Iceland and all of that. So anyway, it's just been really cool to follow her and see what life is like on Svalbard. And now we want to go. So yeah, and she's got this beautiful dog named Grim, and he's not a husky, but he looks like a husky. She said he's like a Finnish breed of some sort. So anyway, we have just been sucked right in. And she does beautiful photography of her life on Svalbard. Yeah, and she captures all of this information on the town of Longyearbyen, which is basically where most of the inhabitants live. And it's just been such a really cool thing to follow her. So it's kind of my quiet start to January. As a lot of you know, my last day in corporate office was the Wednesday of the first week of January. So I basically decided that I was going to take kind of like a breather in between starting back on YouTube and starting back into my coaching business. And I had authored my other book, book number 2. This book is the reason why I'm beginning my YouTube channel again. I'm actually going to be creating vlog style or storytelling narrative style videos from the concepts and the topics of this book. So it's called the Treehouse Principle. If you can't see it, here, zooming in, yeah. It's called the Treehouse Principle. It's available on Amazon right now, and I will eventually get it onto Kindle. And I've actually been approached to consider getting it on audiobook, which I am looking at doing at some point. But yes, I just wanted to talk to you briefly about this piece of the journey. I think what I'm really, really excited about the most in getting back into my YouTube channel and into content creation and into coaching is really how much I've learned about the energy that I was showing up in before and versus now. And so a lot of what I have learned about over the last, I would say, year or so is how to let go of the hustle culture. And this is a big reason why my video is titled That Quiet Rebellion Against the January Hustle Culture. Is I really wanted to emphasize the importance of listening and leaning in to your body and into the natural rhythm of life. When we actually truly align with the flow of life, we feel better, we feel ease, we feel flow, we feel creative. It's really when we force and grind and push and fight against the grain that we start feeling exhausted and we burn out because we're doing more than we really should or even need to. You know, a lot of times I think we're conditioned to think that we're supposed to do all of these things and that it's just normal to feel burnt out. It's normal to feel exhausted. It's normal. No, it's not. I'm here to tell you it's not. There are better ways to do things. There's better ways to
to work and to play and find that balance. So welcome back to my channel for 2026, where we're going to learn about creating and tapping into that creative self, that creative power that we have and that we innately had as kids. That's what the Treehouse principle is about. It's tapping back into that imagination and wonder and creative energy that we had as kids. We still have that, guys. It's just been shoved down a little bit. It's been packed down by trauma and crisis and overworking and society telling us we're supposed to be a certain way and do a certain thing and look a certain way and act a certain way. Enough. I've had it. I think quite a few of you have. So follow along, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's create in 2026 in a very powerful, aligned way, not in a forceful way. When we feel like we need rest, listen to our bodies. Let's show up in a very different way.
Thank you for coming back to my channel, and if you're new here, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell because there's more to come in 2026. I really, really appreciate everybody that has supported me along the way as I've moved back into this business and into the creative journey. Comment below and let me know what your thoughts are and what you might like to see for 2026. Thanks again. See you in the next one.